Hi there Bookworms, and welcome to my first official Novel Thoughts video. I can't believe I just did that. The theme for Novel Thoughts in January is probably going to be organising and resolutions and goals. Mainly because I get really excited about January. It's my favourite time of year. I love the fact that it gives you an opportunity to reflect on the past year, think about where you are in your life, change the things that you don't like, and figure out plans and goals for how to do that. So expect lots of posts about all of those exciting January things this month. I'm not sure if every month will have a theme, but I actually really like the idea of it. So let's see if I can come up with something for February, otherwise this idea will be very, very short-lived indeed. So without further ado, here are my favourite reading challenges for 2017, along with a few notes on why I like them and what kind of reader I think they'd be suited to. Reading challenge number 1, Modern Mrs Darcy. The thing that I like most about this challenge is that it actually has two different challenges and you choose which one you think is most suited to you. The first one is reading for comfort and the second one is reading for growth. Each challenge only has 12 books, which is one a month, and I think this makes it a really good challenge for someone who doesn't want their entire year to be defined by their reading goals or by their reading challenge. There's still plenty of time for extra independent reading for other books that interest you, along with the challenge books for each month. If you wanted a reading challenge that was a little more in-depth, I think it would be a really cute idea to combine the two of them, so then you actually get both the comfort and the challenge from the two reading challenges put together. This is obviously something that I'm quite fascinated by because, like I said, that's pretty much the main thing that I like about reading, is both broadening your horizons and also finding books that just make you feel good and comfortable and cozy and warm. So perhaps combining the two of them would be a really, really neat idea. Alrighty, challenge number 2 is the challenge posted on Reddit Are Books. This challenge is full on. The challenge has 2 settings, one of which will require you to read a book a week from this challenge list. The other setting involves you ticking off any categories that a book you've read applies to. So if you happen to read a book that is by an immigrant author who is also LGBT+, this means that you get to tick off 2 categories from that list. So it's a little bit easier, but the categories themselves are still very challenging in and of themselves as well. This challenge looks like it's for someone who really does do a lot of reading and who really, really wants to challenge themselves and broaden their horizons this year. If that is you, then this is definitely the book challenge to try. Challenge number 3, Better World Books. There are 24 books on this list, so that's 2 books a month, and I think this is definitely one that falls in between the Reddit book list and the Modern Mrs Darcy challenges. It's definitely going to take up a little bit more of your reading space for the year, but I think it leaves a lot of room for independent reading of whatever interests you as well. Excuse the rabbit. All of the prompts are really interesting and unique. Some of them are a lot more lighthearted and fun, like read a book that is set in a forest, and a lot of them are also designed to help you broaden your horizons, such as read a book that is in translation from another language. So I think this is a really nice mix of challenges that are both fun and lighthearted, and a few challenges thrown in there to make sure that you're coming across books that you may not have read without the challenge. Challenge number 4, Pop Sugar. Pop Sugar is definitely a very well-known challenge that I've seen around for a few years now, and it seems to be especially popular on Pinterest. This challenge also has 2 settings. The harder one involves you reading a book a week, and the other one equates to about 3 books a month. So either way, it's more reading than the other 2 more light-hearted challenges. I'm not counting Reddit in that comparison, obviously, because Reddit looks like it's pretty crazy. This challenge also involves a very cute mix of prompts that are both light-hearted and designed to help you broaden your horizons and discover new books. Things like read a book with a red spine or read a book with a colour in the title, alongside things like read a book based on a holiday other than Christmas or read a book by an immigrant author. So yeah, all around a very fun and in-depth reading challenge that could be the one for you. Number 5. Bonus reading challenges. These reading challenges come to you from the master list compiled by girlxoxo.com. I could have said girlkisshugkisshug.com, I guess, but yeah. This list is honestly one of the most fascinating things that I've come across in my exploration of reading challenges, because it just seems to compile every possible reading challenge that you could ever want to do. So I'm going to list a couple of my favourites from that list. just to share with you. First one is the Australian Women's Writers Challenge, which I chose purely because I am an Australian woman. Thought it was kind of cool to see that that was out there. The second one is the Charity Reading Challenge, where you can read whatever books you want as long as they are bought from some kind of charity store, which I think is just the absolute sweetest idea, because it means you're both exploring new books and reading and bettering your reading and reading more, and you're also donating to charities as you go. So every dollar that you spend on books is just completely worthwhile, and you're entirely justified in spending as much money on books as you want for that entire challenge. Really cool. I like that. The third one is the European Reading Challenge. I think this is such a cute idea. You tour countries of Europe by reading books that are either set in or written by an author from each country. And the idea is that you don't get told which countries to read. You just got to try and cross off as many countries on the map as you can throughout the year. So if you're a slow reader, you might only explore 12 countries. That's fine. That's really cool. You've already done something great and explored a whole lot of new things. If you're a really fast reader, you'll explore more of Europe basically, and it's just win-win, right? And the final one on my list is the picture book bingo, which I just had to include because I love picture books. I love picture books obviously because I love reading, and I love the idea of children being introduced to reading from a young age, so there's nothing that gets me more excited than picture books. And it's a bingo filled with all kinds of different prompts that you get to explore, and you get to read picture books while you do it. And I just couldn't resist including this challenge on the reading list, even though you could probably do it in a month instead of a year, really. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this list has so many more reading challenges on it. There are just so many out there, and it absolutely warms my heart to see how many people have created so many different ways to challenge and excite and inspire people to read. Some of them are designed to challenge you and broaden your horizons. Some of them are designed just to get you into reading again if you've struggled to enjoy it. Some of them are designed to make you read more. Some of them are bingo, which obviously I really love the idea of. But the thing that all of these have in common, of course, is that they just want you to enjoy reading more, and they just want to share this love of books and this love of reading with the world, and to get as many people into that as possible, which is just something that, yeah, it warms my heart. It absolutely warms my heart. So if you're watching this, please do let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on reading challenges? Have you tried a reading challenge before? Did it work for you? Did it not? I'd love to know. Have I introduced you to a new reading challenge or to a new idea that you hadn't come across before? I'd really love to hear that. That would just make my heart sing with joy. Have you decided on a reading challenge that isn't listed here, or perhaps you've even come up with your own? I'd really love to hear about that. That would fascinate me more than anything else in the world. I myself still haven't decided which reading challenge I would like to do, but hopefully by the time I post this video I will have. So feel free to ask me. I'm sure I will be just dying for a chance to talk about which one I've chosen and why. In the meantime, stay classic. And of course she makes noise as soon as I start the camera. Nope. The thing... No, it doesn't. Hair. Let me do... Am I in focus? If I touch my face, does it focus on me? Oh, I didn't like that very much.